Hi everyone, it's Sincerely Lariah here with a new video. Today I want to talk about trusting in God for what you need and just really having faith in Him to provide for you. So instead of looking to people, we have to go to God. God wants us to go to Him, pray, and ask Him for the things that we need. Sometimes we wonder why the things that we need are not coming right away when we need them, or you just may be asking God to send your kingdom husband or your wife to you, and you're wondering why it's taking so long to meet the right person. Why is it taking so long to get this apartment or this house or this car? Well, the best advice that I can give to anyone is to pray. And God's timing is always the best. Even if we're anxious and we're feeling like we need what we want right now, God knows when you're going to be ready for that blessing, and He's going to deliver it at the perfect time for you. So the best thing you can do is stay focused on God and continue building your relationship with Him. Work on yourself, any personal goals that you have, whether it's fitness, financial, spiritual goals like finding a church home, finding some friends you can read your Bible with and pray with. Lately, what I've been doing is having Wednesday night Bible study. We had our first Wednesday night Bible study together as a family, me, my sister, and my mother, on Wednesday. That was last night, and we enjoyed it. We prayed, we talked, we read scriptures, and we reflect on those scriptures and just gave each other words of encouragement. Find you some other Christians to talk to. You cannot hang out with people of the world and expect your walk with Christ to be at its full potential. We already have so much temptation in this world. It's filled with lust and corruption. So you cannot afford to hang out with people who are not living a Christian lifestyle, because it will rub off on you. And you may be strong enough not to do the things that they're doing, but the longer you hang out with those people, the harder it's going to be to resist. You can't hang out with a bunch of friends that are partying, drinking, and having sex all the time and doing like all this crazy stuff, because eventually you're going to become like the people you hang with. And there is a term, birds the same feather flock together. So you already know how that works. So this is to protect you in your walk with Christ, so that you can receive the gifts and the blessings that God has for you. Sometimes it takes isolation and just being by yourself, staying home on the weekends and praying and really giving God the time He needs. And that's something that I do myself. Yeah, I may go out to eat or go shopping or do something like that, but do I want to go to a place where lots of people go to party and drink and hook up at the end of the night? No, because it's going to get me off track and cause me to fall off course. My main goal in life is to live obedient to God. And when people meet me all the time, they'll wonder why I'm single, and they'll ask me like, oh, why are you single? And I just tell them because I'm waiting for someone that's like-minded, that loves Christ, someone that will be obedient to God, that will also wait until marriage before sex. I do not believe in fornication. It is a sin, and it's sinning against your own body. So I just try to stay away from like those type of people. Like, I know people do it, and I'm not being judgmental. I don't have a problem with other people doing it, but do I want to date someone that's living that type of lifestyle? No, because it's going to rub off on you. And I honestly don't have the highest standards in the world. I just want someone who will be loyal and ready for a committed relationship, and I have not yet found that. And I have not found someone who is ready to go without having sex. Lots of people put sex on a pedestal, and I honestly believe that it is an enemy to you while you're dating, because you cannot get to know someone when you're having sex with them at the same time. That is going to cloud your judgment. You're not going to care about this person's character. You're going to overlook everything that they are doing wrong, or any qualities or red flags that you see in the beginning. You're going to overlook that because the lust is going to attach you to this person's soul. Sex was created for married people, and it's a soul tie that is formed when you have sex without being married. So if you think you're going to be able to do like a one night stand and then forget all about this person the next day, it doesn't happen like that. Once you sleep with this person, they're a part of you, they're attached to you, and their spirit is now in you. So I do not look at dating as an opportunity to score or to get a notch under my belt or see how many people I can sleep with. Like, I don't understand that type of mindset, especially with dealing with body fluids and all the diseases that are going on in the world right now. Is crazy, you know. So I just want to be extra careful, and I've never really been hard up for a relationship. Like, yeah, I've dated guys and everything, but I'm really saving sex for my husband, and I really don't care how long it takes. I trust God that he will send me my husband, but I will not settle for someone that wants me to have sex with them before marriage, because I do not want my relationship to be built off of sex and lust. And I totally trust God to send me someone that will be equally yoked and understanding of my relationship with God. And I know that this man is going to also have a relationship with Christ, and he's going to want to honor God with his body right next to me. So don't feel like you have to settle if you believe in waiting until marriage. If you were raised and taught to wait until marriage and your parents waited, or your parents told you to wait, or you just want to do this for God, like, you don't have to be a virgin. You can be a born again virgin. You can just say, Lord, I want to be abstinent from sex until I meet my wife or my husband, and give me the strength to resist. Take away these lustful desires and thoughts for me. Renew a righteous spirit in my mind. And if you tell God that, he will do that. He will give you the strength to resist having sex. It's not as hard as people make it seem. And most of the time when people rush you into sex, they don't have any intentions on really staying around. Once they get that, they're going to leave, and they're going to be on to the next, because that was their only agenda, was to just have sex with you. And to be honest, I don't look at it as a prize, because it's really not the best unless you're married. And I can say that because, like, I've been around people that are having sex with like random people, and they always say, you know, oh, we don't look at it as romance, we look at it as something to do. You know, I've asked guys their opinion, I've asked girls their opinion, and the only people that really were satisfied from having sex were the people that were in love and married to their kingdom husband and wife. So all these people that are just like fornicating and having a bunch of sex with different people, they're not really getting anything out of it, and there is no emotions involved. It's just sex. And I've never wanted to be a part of something that's so pointless, because to be honest, I look at sex as something that is a reward and a way to express your love for a person. It's not to be given away easily over a one night stand, or whatever you want to call it. Like, that is not the way God intended for sex to be. So just be careful that you save yourself for someone special that will marry you. And there are men out here that will marry you first before sex. So don't ever think that it's impossible. If God wrote these scriptures, he wrote them because they're true, and there are men that will abide just like there are women. So you have to pray for God to send you the right person. And this person may not be a virgin, but they may be a born again Christian. They may have been cleansed and repented of their sins and ready to wait for their kingdom wife. So it doesn't matter about their past. You can start over fresh with someone as long as they're on the same page with you and they're willing to wait, they're willing to be patient with you. Or if they really feel like they can't live without sex, then they gotta go ahead and put a ring on it, because you can't be out here getting soul ties and catching feelings for men that are not supposed to be your husband. And that's why we see so much heartbreak in the world, women going into labor by themselves. That is a terrible thing, and I never want to do that. I would want my kids to have their dad right there while I'm having the baby, and I want my kingdom husband to be in my life every step of the pregnancy, from the first day I'm pregnant to the day I'm laying on the labor bed, and the day we walk this child to school together. I am not going to let anyone get me pregnant without marriage, because I know that my baby deserves better than that. I deserve better than that. And we have to realize that we are the prize as women, and we cannot give away ourselves to people without commitment, okay? men are looking for someone that is different, believe it or not, and the right man will go ahead and put a ring on the right woman's finger. It just takes for you to level up and be the right woman with that mindset of, I will only give myself to my king. Do not go around here giving yourself away just to have a man, because the right man is going to look at you as a queen just for who you are. He's not going to care to try to conquer you to the point where that's his only goal. Like, he's gonna look inside of you and see the real you for who you are. God's gonna reveal to him that you are a chosen woman and you deserve to be married. And this man is gonna obtain favor and be wealthy. God has really blessed so many men from getting married. They're able to get big, beautiful houses, cars. They can get approved for loans and business loans because they're putting their money together as a Christian couple, and God is going to bless them and give them whatever business they want, whatever idea they have to be successful, whatever country they want to travel to. God is going to bless them with a favor. They'll be able to do that because they're honoring God and they are married and they're in a covenant that pleases the Lord. So don't ever think you have to lower your standards just to keep a man, because you actually might be with the wrong man. If that's all they want, that may not even be your kingdom husband. The right man is going to respect you and he's gonna marry you whether you want to have sex with him or not. So go ahead and wait for your husband, wait for your wife, because God's gonna reward you. And in due time, when this person arrives, you're gonna be so glad you waited, because it's gonna be beautiful. So trust in God in your waiting season. Do not give up on waiting on the Lord. There are blessings when you obey God, and there are no sin debts that you have to pay. You don't have to worry about pregnancy. You don't have to worry about cheating, none of that. When you put God first and you honor God, he's going to send you the right person that he has chosen for you. I hope this video helps anyone that is struggling with waiting. Please trust in God during whatever you're going through. It will be well worth it, and you will be so glad that you honored God. Bye, you guys.